When you're buying your home, there is a lot of paperwork, but one item out of all the paperwork, which tends to be the most often overlooked, is also the most important piece of paper that you're going to receive when you buy a house, and that's your title insurance policy. Hi, I'm Kimra, and today we're breaking down why title insurance is one of the most important things in your home purchase and how it could possibly protect the biggest investment you're ever going to make in your entire life. Let's start with the basics. What is title insurance? Title insurance protects you and your lender, if you're getting a mortgage, against potential rising legal issues or financial losses related to the property you are purchasing. When you buy a home, you're not just purchasing the physical structure. You're also purchasing the legal history of that home. That history might include things like a previous owner's mortgage, unpaid taxes, or liens. So title insurance protects you from the following: unknown liens or unpaid debts. If a previous owner owed money, like unpaid taxes or unpaid contractor bills, you would be protected from being liable for those bills. Ownership disputes. If someone claims they have legal ownership in your property after you purchase it, your title insurance will help protect you and defend your property. Clerical errors, mistakes in public records, or inaccurate property descriptions. It happens, but your title insurance will help to rectify it. Lastly, fraud or forgery. That's a scary one. If someone had forged documents in the property's history, your title insurance is going to protect you. Here's how it works. Prior to closing on the home, after you've gone under contract in an agreement of sale to purchase it, your title company is going to run a title search on the property's history. If they find any problems, they will work to resolve them before you close on the home. Once you've closed on the home, your title insurance policy kicks in. If any issues come up down the road that were not discovered during the title search process, that title insurance policy will protect you. There are two main types of title insurance. One is the lender's title insurance policy, which is a separate policy that your lender, also known as your mortgage company, is going to take out on the home additionally. And the second is your owner's policy, which is the policy that you are purchasing in addition to what the lender is purchasing. Both run concurrent. Now you might be thinking, do I really need title insurance? Well, let me give you a few examples of why it's so important. Imagine buying a home only to find out a year later that a contractor that did work on the house years ago was never paid and tried to file a lien on the home after the fact. Without title insurance, you could be responsible for that bill. Or what if a long-lost relative of a prior owner surfaces and tries to claim legal right to your property? Your title insurance will help cover legal costs on your side to help defend your ownership of the property. I once personally had a seller who purchased a home, and when they turned around to sell it a few years later, it was discovered that the title company they used when they bought the home had actually made a pretty significant error on the description of the property, and half of the home that they had owned all that time actually belonged to someone else. And I'm not talking about half of their land, I'm talking about literally half of the house. The way the legal description was written, it seemed to be that the house ended midway through the house and the other portion of the house belonged to another person on another parcel of land. That was a really big deal. So what we did was we went back in title through the title insurance company and through the policy, and we found where the mistake happened, which actually happened 2 owners prior to my seller. Because they had title insurance, they were able to correct the deed going back to 2 transactions prior, so that when they went to sell the home, everything was fixed. Imagine if they didn't have title insurance. I don't even want to think about it. Simply put, title insurance gives you peace of mind. It's a one-time cost that protects you as long as you own the property, and it's covering the biggest asset in most people's lives. Now, what's the cost of title insurance? It does vary by state, but typically between 0.5% to 1% of the total sales price of the home. While it's an upfront expense, it's typically a small expense to pay for that peace of mind. If you have questions about title insurance, drop a comment below. I'm happy to talk. And don't forget to like and subscribe to get more home buying and selling tips. We at the Kimra Group are here to help in Pennsylvania or New Jersey. We hope to hear from you.